All right. Um, Better than last week, right? I don't know if that's going to instill a lot of confidence in the doubters of this new regime. I don't think that game is going to get anybody to climb on down from their tower of worry over Jed Fisk, but definitely better than last week, right? Team played cleaner, team played with more discipline, and we covered the spread, right? It was a weird little game, but we covered the spread. And regardless of anything else, that defense was really special today. That defense, remarkable. I got to give it up to Steve Belichick. I got to give it up to Carson Bruner in particular, who played a really good game. Really locked down, especially with the passing defense, but Northwestern could not do anything. Almost half their points on a safety. They get the ball at the 2 yard line and they can't punch it in with 5 tries. Really, really impressive defensive game, and I that part of it, okay, sign me up for that. But offensively, it was, I don't know. I mean, it's not terrible, right? 24 points, and this was a game where I think we kind of got hosed on a fourth down play, and near the end there, where we probably should have gotten the conversion, but they didn't give it to us. And it probably turned 7 points into 0 points. I get that. But you've got little things like the muffed snap where Will Rogers doesn't get the ball cleanly and the defense falls on it. You've got the inability of this defense to this offense to really stretch and stress the defense out. And it feels like they're leaving some stuff out there. Nothing hugely critical necessarily, but I I feel like it's a little bit behind where they want it to be. I'll put it to you that way. There are opportunities for them to do a little bit more than what they're doing right now. And it's not any one thing that is obviously devastating and awful and really, really obvious. But it's just little things here and there, like a bad snap, offensive line doesn't block well. Little things like that are just kind of adding up to where it's a team that can be in a little bit of a dogfight with a team like Northwestern that did not belong on the field with us today. I mean, the way they played offensively, the way their quarterback played, the way their receivers played, this should have been a complete a complete domination. But we didn't see that because the offense just couldn't quite get to the point where they're able to put the other team away the way they could have. So I'm still not feeling terribly great, so I'm not really going to say too much more than that. I don't think there's too much more you need to say than that. It was a good game. I think that overall you're feeling a little bit encouraged, but at the same time, that early stretch of games that looked so friendly is now over. Next week we have Rutgers on the road. That's not going to be a fun game. That's not going to be an easy game at all. I'm not looking forward to that. So if we play the way we played today, we're not going to win too many games the rest of the way. We got to win 3 more to get to a bowl game. Maybe we can get away with 2, but probably we need to win 3 more. So to me, I mean, if the defense continues to play this way, then they'll have a chance in every game, but they're also going to lose a lot of the games that they should have no business being contested if the offense can't get out of their way. So I'm it's okay, right? We covered the score. I'm sorry, we covered the spread. Sorry guys, my brain isn't working at full capacity right now. Still sick. But yeah, defensively, I mean, this secondary, if there's one thing in this game to really take away positively, this secondary was incredible today. Play after play after play, it felt like Northwestern couldn't get anybody open. Granted, the few times they did, the quarterback would usually miss them because he's very inaccurate. He would make a bad decision, or the receiver would drop it. So if it wasn't one thing, it was another thing. But secondary, the pass defense, the coverage was on point today. Got to give a lot of credit to them for that. And so far this year, overall, I think that part of the team has been extremely good. And other than a couple of blow-ups in that Wazoo game, The defense has been excellent so far this year. Now, they're not playing great teams. They need to play a better offense before we really judge them. I understand that, but happy with that so far. Like, the worst thing they've done all year is the 3rd and 20 QB power touchdown to Mateer last week. And even that game, like, the defense had problems, but they played well enough to win. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it short. I usually do a little bit of a longer video after Huskies games than this, but I don't think there's much more to say. I don't. Like, you win 24-5. Your defense is dominant. Your offense is passable. But you're still looking at this team and wondering, what are they going to do against Penn State? What are they going to do against Michigan? And I think the answer is not that much. All right. See you guys later. Bow down to Washington. Got the win. Moved to 3-1. But got to find 3 more wins somewhere on the schedule, and it's not going to be easy.